welcome to my channel. My name is Megan. I'm just checking the time. This is my channel with Magic Megan. Welcome. I am going to pull a starseed message today. I want to pull a starseed message. If you feel like you resonate with that title, if you feel like you are otherworldly or you aren't from here and you have a longing for home, let's get a starseed message. What do those of the highest realms, our galactic ancestors, want us to know? Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. They want us to know we're here in Earth School. We've been plunged down, incarnated in, look at her, coming from the cosmos, diving deep into the waters here on Earth. Earth School, we're all here in Earth School, learning how to be human. Boy, is it hard. Oh my gosh. Yeah, weight of the world, boundaries. I just pulled boundaries in another. It's not yours to carry. It's not ours to carry. Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm getting the message about something about we incarnate on Earth, right? And there's this idea that we're working through karma and lessons on our own personal wheels, right? A lot of this idea that we incarnate here with a specific mission and a specific path of life lessons to aid in our soul growth. And perhaps in reality, what we're not seeing is that it's actually not ours to carry and to let it go. This idea of healing like family lineage and family karma. And it even goes down to like our DNA. I was watching these videos, which I highly recommend, on the Stanford page from this one teacher. I'm not going to say his name right. It's like Spolonsky, or he does like a human biology class or social biology, like that kind of stuff. And he talks about DNA and how it expresses and how like we really don't have a lot of free will like we think we have, because the neurochemicals in our brain and like our DNA and the way things function and express and don't express can like really color our behavior and our choices. And if you were to like look at someone's brain a very second before they were like to do something or commit a murder or commit a crime or do these things, you would see that there's like some sort of there's like a neurological explanation, or down to like the DNA that kind of like would color this person's world in a way that would make some of these things more susceptible to happen, or energies to express. And I don't know, that felt like a lot of word garble. What did I even just say? I feel like I just straight channeled that. Yeah, so this idea that we're here to like, and I kind of got that message in another reading too about like the Pluto generations and how the Pluto generations are all here to like undo the karmas of the past Pluto generation. And like I'm Pluto and Libra generation, and I don't know, you know, depending on what yours is, you can see like as a collective what you guys are working on. And so for the collective of Pluto and Libra, we're working on balance and harmony on Earth. So yeah, that's something about that. So they want to say this, that these are not our own. These lessons are not our own. And maybe to let them go a little bit. So I'm going to read for the guidebook for this one, because I just think it's important for you to hear. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Yes, pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. Ooh, see, studying. So maybe perhaps you want to do some studying too. This could be through learning, through structured learning, such as university, school, or training courses. Yeah, see, you can find so many cool things. Like, who knew I could find like a whole course on like human biology for free on the internet? I mean, yeah. So there's so many resources out there. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the #1 way that we grow as souls while we're here on earth. Yeah, and that's kind of like part of it too, is like, it really is like about coming onto earth and like growing ourselves individually and deepening the study and learning those lessons. And every time we go around the spiral, trying to do it better and like more of like a higher octave, a more, you know, and oh, gosh, I just had it. I just had it. Oh, it went so fast. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, if that comes back to me, I was just channeling something and then it just like blooped out of my head. So I guess it wasn't meant for this. Oh, it was talking, I know I was going to say something about like our individual lessons, but really like we're also here to like how to be with other people, with ourselves and with others. And that's like a really huge important part. You know, we've like really kind of become very insular into ourselves, and no person is an island. Like the whole point of us being here is to like come into like relationship with others and relationship with ourselves. It's like relationship and love, and to like work through that. And so yeah, something about that. So I guess given that, let's pull from the Star Tarot deck, because I like this one. It gives galactic vibes. This one. What's the message? What do you want us to know about Earth School Spirit? I'm not going to take that one that fell on the floor. It was the Ace of Swords, though, just in case you were wondering. What do you want us to know about Earth School Spirit? Life lessons for soul growth. What do you want us to know? You want us to know about the Emperor. Okay, because the Emperor is kind of like the masculine container of the earth, of earth things, right? He's like the structure of the earth stuff, where like the Empress is like the idea, the like the nurturing aspect, the more feminine aspect of earthly things. And so the Emperor is more of the masculine aspect of those earthly things, the motion, the movement, the will. The Emperor kind of always, he kind of, like for me, is carrying this idea about personal power and leadership too. Personal power, though, that's really sticking out to me. Father of civilization, our personal power. He mediates between the realm of the spirit and the realm of the material world. Yeah, 4 represents completion and starting something new for a strong foundation. Okay, protects the kingdom by building a strong foundation. There's also more to, like, the Emperor also kind of speaks about boundaries too, keeping your boundaries. Using the wisdom of the Emperor to honor what your heart speaks true. And self-confidence. It's like coming to earth to find our own personal power and inspired action. Like, to tap into the masculine active energy. Maybe you could utilize some sort of affirmations to help you with that. Yeah. Like, that we're allowed to take up space. We're allowed to take up space within our lives. allowed to take up space. Okay, I'm going to get another card from the Star deck. So let's expand on this. Taking up space on Earth school, life lessons, boundaries. I'm getting more of that boundaries. Study, learn, grow your soul through these life lessons. Don't be afraid to take up space here on Earth. Like the Emperor, where the Emperor's not scared. He knows what he's doing. He's confident. Yeah. Five of Swords. What do they want to say about the Five of Swords? Five Swords piercing their heart. That's an Aquarian card. Maybe a... To me, this is giving all these thoughts. Conflicting. It's like the cross, the star, the heart. It's like a lot of conflicting ideas about the way to do things the right way. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh, and then the last card, the Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, the Holy Grail. I was just talking about this in, oh my gosh, on the bottom, the star. That was in my other reading too. Like, I don't know what I'm going to title it. I just did it, the reading before this. But the star and the Ace of Cups, about like finding your inner grail, turning around from the, and that, it was the Five of Cups, and this is the Five of Swords. So it's like, maybe turning away from some of those thought patterns. It's about finding the Holy Cup. We're here, we're growing our soul. Higher learning, the higher cup. The Five of Swords kind of also talks about peace between the heart and the intellect. And then that kind of is like ties into the Emperor a little bit too. I mean, those things are in balance here. The head and the mind, the heart and the mind. See, there's the Holy Trinity there too. I guess that's boop, boop, boop. Also that. I mean, kind of all the fives in the tarot kind of talk about that. They're the emergence of human consciousness. It represents struggle, regret, conflict, loss, unexpected change. Like, we have to encounter the fives. How would we grow our souls on earth, right? It's not all good. So together, the fives. So I'm just going to read from this little book I have, where it talks about the fives and like what they kind of mean. So the different ones. So the Five of Wands brings personal power. The Five of Cups brings emotional strength. The Five of Swords brings peace between the heart and the intellect. And the Five of Pentacles brings awareness of inner wealth. And so together, the fives, they guide the ego to a higher state of understanding. The ego, ooh, this is giving that ego to a higher state of understanding of our role in this earth plane. Oh my gosh, like, this is kind of crazy how this is like, yes, this is the number of humanity stretching and growing to find one's true purpose in life. Wow. Because the Five of Swords is like about growth through conflict. I mean, how are we, there has to be like a level of conflict, or like for us to grow, there has to be something. Like, does it have to be as bad as it's been for a lot of people? No, it actually doesn't. We don't need to suffer in that sense, okay? But we do need to experience these fives. We need to experience a little bit of these setbacks, okay? Like, that's how we learn and grow. Life is not, if it were all just like positive and da-da-da, we would be full of ego. We would not be able to like find the higher cup. You wouldn't even be looking for the higher cup. You'd be too busy looking at yourself in the mirror. Right? Oh. The Five of Swords is also about taming the ego. You know, what's the cost? What's the cost of what you're saying? Like, you might be right, you might be correct, but like, what's it costing you? You know, knowing when to hold them and when to fold them, a little bit of that too. Higher learning. These are all lessons of higher learning that we've come in to incarnate, to learn and work through. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and the aces are like gifts from spirit. It's literally like the divine. And so it's kind of like, yes, the Ace of Cups is love in the heart. It's like the Holy Grail. It's everything. And it's that inner wellspring of like unconditional, abundant love. And like, that's what we're here to find. I mean, the reason why they talked about, I mean, the Holy Grail the way that they did, and why it's been so like sought after. And this whole time it's been inside of us. It's been inside of us. And we just don't even know. And so to me, this is kind of like bridging like that earth, that heart and mind, the outside with the inside, and then this kind of like the spiritual blessings that follow. We're thrown down here. We're full of ego. We have to tame our ego. We have to balance some of that stuff. Know what struggles are ours and what are not ours. And finding that higher cup. It's like the gift of love. I mean, that's really what we're doing here. I like envision this person coming down and like going right into this cup, the gift of love. I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. We come down here first with the ego, balancing that. And then we're given the gift of love. Compassion, new beginnings, optimism, fulfillment. It's healing, it's transformative, this kind of like cosmic love. Yeah, because it was talking about being in connection with someone else too. I think it was this Earth school was talking about how we're here to like have relationship with ourselves and others, and that kind of what the Ace of Cups is talking to. When you open up to the love of the universe, you open yourself to the feeling of emotional dualities in life, personally and globally. When you embrace the Ace of Cups, your heart expands with unconditional love, and you become a messenger of its energy, channeling love and light out, energetically healing and transforming the dark facets of life. Spiritual love expands out, cycling back to you with blessings from the divine. Love is the glue of the universe that heals and unites our collective souls. And that's the message. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.